Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I am Sabrina Hawk, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Day-Shift. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 8 student on the based on chapter 8. The name of the chapter is Chemical Reaction. Today we will discuss from lesson 1 to 4, and this is our revision class because this chapter is included to your 30 days short syllabus which is given by the government. Dear students, let us move for today's topic. This is chapter 8. The name of the chapter is Chemical Reaction. Dear student, different types of chemical reaction are going on around us. Their chemical reactions are sometimes releasing energy, sometimes creating useful new materials, and sometimes helping us cure diseases. Dear students, in all these topics from this today we will explain different types of chemical reaction. Dear students, today we will discuss about lesson 1 to 4. The first lesson 1 and 2 is symbol, formula and valency. Dear students, we have already learned about symbol and formula in our previous class science books. In class 7 you do got some ideas about symbol and formulas. According to the structure, chemists have divided all substance of the world as element and compound. Till 118 elements have been found out. Generally, symbols are expressed by first one or two letters of the English or Latin name of the element. The short expression of the element is called symbol. This is the definition of symbol. For example, hydrogen H, oxygen O, calcium Ca, etc. Again, short expression of molecule of compound. Here, dear students, there will be one word added, that means the short expression of molecule of element and compound is called formula. For example, formula of hydrogen molecule is H2, oxygen molecule O2, hydrogen chloride molecule HCl. Here hydrogen and oxygen is element molecule. This is the formula of elements molecule, that means H2 and O2, but hydrogen chloride is compound. That's why this is the formula of a compound. Now come to the next page. To write the formula of compound, we need to know the valency of the element. According to the number of valency of the element, elements form compounds by chemical bondage. We can compare the valency of elements with our hands. The elements having valency 1 means it has one hand. Hydrogen and chlorine both are one-handed elements, so their valency is 1. Therefore, the formula of hydrogen chloride is HCl. When the valency of both elements are same, there no need to write no need to indicate the valency. The valency of oxygen is 2. That means the one atom of oxygen has two hands. Therefore, these two hands oxygen can be attached with two atoms of one-handed hydrogen. For this reason, the formula of water is H2O. That means the one oxygen atom hold two hydrogen atom with oxygen two hands. The valency of nitrogen and carbon are 3 and 4 respectively. So the formula of ammonia is NH3 and methane is CH4. The formula of hydrogen chloride, water, ammonia and methane can be shown in follows. Hydrogen and chlorine both have one hand, so they are holding both in one hand. Then oxygen have two hands. Oxygen is using two hands to holding two hydrogen, and nitrogen have three hands. Nitrogen has three hands, and with these three hands, nitrogen can hold three hydrogen, and carbon has four hands, so carbon hold here in the methane, carbon hold 4 hydrogen atom. It may mentioned here some elements have more than, example the valency of sulfur is 2 and 4, iron is 2 and 3. That means some elements have several valency, more than one valency. Therefore, the valency of element means the number of hydrogen atom attached to that element. At the time of formation of a compound, it is to be considered that all the hands of valency of an element are satisfied. Now come to the valency table. This is the valency table of some elements and some radicals. Here the non-metals, valency 1 is hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and metal, sodium, potassium, copper, silver, gold, all have valency 1. Now come to the radical, ammonium, hydroxyl, nitrate and bicarbonate. Now valency 2 like this way, non-metal, oxygen, sulfur, carbon, and metal, calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, copper, tin, lead. Now valency 3, nitrogen, phosphorus, and the metal, aluminium, iron, gold. Valency 4, carbon, sulfur, and in the metal, tin and lead. If you observe, there is tin, there is two times come tin, here also, and aluminium, iron also come here and here also. That means they have more than one valency. Now come to the radicals. The valency 2 radicals have the carbonate, sulfate and sulfide, and the valency 3 is phosphate group. This phosphate group has valency 3. Now come to this page number 81. In the above table, sulfate, carbonate and ammonium etc. group of atom do not stay independently. They participate in compound formation like an elemental atom. This group of atom is called radicals. When they come in the chemical reaction, they act like a element atom. That's why this group of atom is called radical. Now to write the molecular formula of the following rules are to be mentioned. First one, if valency of the elements or radicals is same, it is not necessary to write the valency in the formula. Only elements and radicals are to be written together. For example, calcium oxide, aluminum chloride and aluminum nitrate, they both are same both have same valency. That's why no need to write their valency with the formula. Now come to the next point. If the valency of one element is any multiple of valency of another element, the valency of both elements is divided by that multiple. Then the divided result is exchanged and is written as suffix. For example, carbon dioxide is C2O4. Then if we cut with 4 by 2, because 4 is multiple of 2, that time we will got here 1 and here 2. Then that's why we write CO2. Here the valency of carbon and oxygen is respectively 4 and 2. That means 4 will be written with oxygen and 2 will be written with carbon. Now come to the last one. If the valency of both elements is different but not any multiple like valency A is X and valency of B is Y, then the formula of compound formed are AB is AYBX. The valency of element A is written with suffix on the B and the valency of element B is written at the suffix of A. For example, aluminum oxide Al2 and O3. Here 3 is the valency of aluminium and 2 is the valency of oxygen. Now come to the chemical equation, lesson 3 to 4. To describe the chemical reaction, we need to know about the chemical reaction. A chemical reaction can be divided into two parts. One part contains reactants and another part contains the product or newly formed substance. For example, sulfur plus oxygen and it react with each other and become sulfur dioxide. Reactants represent the prior states of the reaction and the products of the resultant states of the chemical reaction. In any chemical reaction, atoms cannot be created or destroyed, but they are rearranged only. The total number of atoms present in the reactant before the reaction always equal to the total number of atoms of the product after the reaction. So the reactant and their product have the same number of atoms of a specific element. In the light of the above discussion, chemical equation may be defined as follows. A chemical equation is shortened expression of chemical reaction. It is used some symbols, formulas and some mathematical signs to denote the reactant and the products. For example, this from A to this product is the definition of chemical equation. Now here the example, zinc plus sulfuric acid, it is react with it becomes zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. And come to the rules of writing chemical equation. In the chemical equation, the formula of symbol of the reacting substance or reactants are written on the left of the sign of equality, and the symbols or formulas of the products are written on the right of it. Now come to the next point. If the reactants or products are more than one, a plus sign is put between the formula and the symbols. Number 3, if the number of molecule is more than one, then the number is used before the formula. Now come to 4. An arrow sign is used to indicate that the reaction moves towards the products from the reactants. Instead of an arrow sign, an equal sign may also be used. However, the equation has to be balanced on both sides. Last one, the number of atoms of different elements present the reactants before the chemical reaction must be equal to the number of atoms different elements in the products formed after the reaction. So to make balance, the symbol or formula must be multiplied by the required number. Now come to the example. Here hydrogen and oxygen react together. This is reactant and this is the arrow sign, and this is the product, that means water, H2O. But if you observe here, 2 oxygen atom we applied as reactant, but here in water there is only 1 oxygen atom. For this balance, to make the chemical equation, we have to, when we want to use the equal to sign, we have to make balance in both sides. That means we get here only one oxygen. For this make balance, we have to use 2 here. That means 2 here, come to here 2 water molecule here. That means we got our 2 oxygen atom, but when we apply 2, we get here 4 hydrogen atom. That means we need this side also 4 hydrogen atom. That's why we have to apply 2 here also. Now it become the chemical equation. That means here the balance is become there. Come to this balancing table. Here 2 into 2, that means 4 hydrogen atom, 1 into 2, that means 2 oxygen atom. If we add both of these, then we get 6 atom. Now in the water molecule, 2 into, here is 3 atom, 2 into 3, that means 6. That means both sides have 6 atom. That means this is a chemical equation. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. Hope you have understood. Keep practicing, learn the previous all the chapters, and stay safe, stay home. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.